Kong counters with a powerful right hook, striking the husky's shoulder and makes biting Kong's arm.
By the cold and the betrayal.
He was just one of many creatures they chased.
The husky falls back to earth with a thunder.
The bond between beasts is ancient.
A new predator has risen from the ice. The Frost-Alpha Husky, a 1,000-foot beast. Behind it stands an army of thousands. Giant wolves and snow beasts, ready to reclaim the world for dogs. But the king of Skull Island has arrived. Scarface Kong steps into the cold, his ex-scar, glistening under the pale winter sun. Kong is not alone. He leads an army of massive, battle-hardened gorillas. The two armies stand miles apart, the silence of the Arctic broken only by the sound of growling. Kong looks at the Frost-Alpha. He sees the soul of a friend, now twisted by a mysterious virus, loyal to mankind. The war begins. The Husky army charges, a tidal wave of white fur and sharp teeth across the...
Kong roars the command. The ape army countercharges, holding their spears high as the two worlds finally collide. A giant wolf leaps at Kong, but he bats it away like a fly, sending it crashing into. The Frost-Alpha Husky strikes. It moves with a speed that no creature of that size should ever possess.
Its massive jaws snap shut inches from Kong's face. The force of the bite creates a deafening sonic.
Kong counters with a powerful right hook, striking the husky's shoulder and making the giant beast stumble back. The ground collapses. Both titans fall into a deep ice cavern hidden beneath the frozen surface. Inside the cavern, ancient frozen remains of giant elder humans watch the battle from within the walls of ice.
The husky's blue eyes glow brighter. It can see perfectly in the dark, giving it a lethal combat.
It strikes from the shadows, biting Kong's arm. Kong roars in pain, his chest scar beginning to
Pulsate with a strange, golden light. Kong's primal rage is awakening, fueled by the cold and the betrayal.
Kong grabs a massive stalactite made of solid ice, breaking it off to use as a primitive dagger. He lunges forward, but the husky's tail whips around, striking Kong across the chest with bone-breaking force.
The husky prepares to pounce. Its growl sounds like an approaching storm, deep and vibrating through the ground.
Suddenly, a group of Kong's gorillas drop into the cavern, throwing firebombs made of sticky, burning jungle pitch. The husky is confused by the heat. Kong takes the chance to land a devastating blow to it. Above ground, the two armies are still locked in a brutal struggle for dominance over the frozen tundra.
A giant snow leopard joins the dog army, attacking a gorilla from the rear with its razor-sharp frozen claws. Back in the cavern, Kong and the husky burst through the roof, returning to the open winter air.
The Frost-Alpha pins Kong down. It opens its mouth wide, ready to end the king's reign forever.
Kong sees a purple crystal embedded in the husky's neck. It is the source of the mind-controlling virus.
Kong reaches up, grabbing the crystal with his massive fingers. The husky screams as the connection is disturbed.
The husky thrashes, throwing Kong off. It is now in a blind, mindless frenzy of pure, unbridled destruction. It starts attacking its own army. The giant wolves flee in terror as their leader turns against them.
Kong stands tall. He knows he must save the animal, not just kill it. He calls for the golden mane lion. The ancient predator emerges from the mist, its roar echoing with the power of a sun.
The lion and Kong share a look of understanding. They will perform a synchronized attack to free them.
The lion distracts the husky by biting its hind leg. The giant dog turns, snapping at the lion.
Kong,
An African-American male in his late 20s jumps onto the Siberian Husky's back, his X-scar glowing brighter than ever before in the dark air.
He uses his other hand to strike the purple crystal with a piece of ancient, hardened volcanic rock. The husky collapses to its knees. The neon blue light in its eyes begins to flicker and turn soft. The purple gas dissipates into the wind. The virus is gone, but the husky is weak and dying. Kong approaches the fallen friend. He doesn't roar. He places his giant hand on the husky's wet nose. The gorilla army stops fighting. The Arctic wolf army stops growling. A peaceful silence finally descends upon the Arctic. But the peace is short-lived. A low, mechanical humming sound begins to vibrate through the very ice itself.
From the clouds, a massive silver shadow descends. The aliens have come to reclaim their experiments. The husky was just one of many creatures they changed. Kong roars at the sky, his X-scar burning with a warning of a much larger intergalactic war.
The robots fire a containment beam, trying to pull the husky back into the massive, hovering silver ship.
Kong grabs the husky's tail, pulling back with all his might. The king will not lose a friend. The lion joins, grabbing Kong's waist to add more weight. The three titans are united against the stars.
Strain. The beam breaks. The husky falls back to Earth with a thunderous, mountain-shaking thud of pure relief.
The spaceship retreats back into the clouds, but it leaves behind a message in a strange, glowing hologram.
Kong realizes his home, Skull Island, is the next target for these mysterious and advanced celestial hunters.
He turns to his army. They must move south. The Arctic is no longer safe for any Titan.
The giant husky stands up, its strength returning. It bows its head to Kong, a sign of total respect.
The husky, the lion, and the ape are now the ultimate trinity of the ancient, wild animal kingdom.
Behind them, the aurora borealis lights up the sky in shades of green, gold, and vibrant Kong red.
The deadliest enemy has become the strongest ally. Man's best friend is finally back where he belongs.
But the spaceship's message was clear. The war for the planet has only just begun to truly unfold. Like and subscribe if you want to see Kong lead his army into space in the next episode.